Welcome back. This your boy APEP, and today I'm gonna talk about the Aztec calendar. But here's the glyph and the day signs, so you can see. See if you guys can see it better. Maybe put it in this light. As you see the names of them. You could just look at the glyphs. I'm gonna go by what these do, like these glyphs, what the meaning of it is, and how you can understand it. I understand it's based off from nature and observing nature. Okay, so we got alligator. Matter of fact, I could say it without looking at it, but alligator. Matter of fact, I was gonna look at it. Fuck it. Alligator, wind, house, lizard, serpent, death, deer, rabbit, water, dog, monkey, grass, reed, jaguar, eagle, vulture, movement, flint, rain, and flower. Okay, so the first glyph I'm gonna talk about is alligator. Now, there's much deeper symbolism in the alligator, so what you do is you go look up what alligator means. But I'm gonna tell you from what I learned from observing them, because I go in the swamps. So, an alligator, when it catches its prey, it jumps out, it pushes itself out the water, and it pulls its prey into the water. So it's a symbol of duality, like the yin and the yang. And if you look at the alligator, it's actually green. And we know if you go into green, into the chakras, the green is a six-pointed star, the heart chakra. The heart chakra is a six-pointed star. The downward triangle, which is water, and the upper triangle, which is fire. You know what I'm saying? And the fire aspect of that gator would be it's devouring its prey, the blood, the life force of that other thing. And the water attribute will be it diving in the water. So it's a push and a pull. You know what I'm saying? It catches its prey and it pulls its prey in the water. You know what I'm saying? That's the concept of one of the concepts of the alligator is also green. Just like the crocodile is green. That's dealing with the heart. That's why when you go back into Egypt, you got the weighing of the scales, just like duality. You know what I'm saying? When the scales are off balance, what happens? The alligator, the crocodile Amit, devours you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what an alligator does. And if you understand the characteristics of the alligator, what it does, it's silent, it's quiet, it blends in its environment, just like the military. The military blends in its environment with green. You know what I'm saying? They blend in their environment, even with browns and stuff like that. So that's what the alligator is. Is also symbolize the subconscious mind, and it deals with dreams. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself an alligator, light up a green candle, put it near the altar, and get a bowl of water and see what happens, and go to sleep with the candle on. I would prefer a glass candle to go to sleep. I wouldn't sleep with no, unless you're gonna wake up in flames. But other than that, that's what it deals with. It deals with melanin. It deals with the subconscious, and it's green. And we know that green is definitely connected to melanin in the subconscious, because that's connected to Osiris and Asar. You know what I'm saying? Which is the god of the underworld. You know what I'm saying? Or Neter, the underworld. And we know this ain't the place that you go to. This is the subconscious mind. It's the dream state. You know what I'm saying? And the nightmare state. The subconscious mind. So that's what that's dealing with. Next we got is wind. Now if you look at the way the wind does, wind is dealing with the hands of the chakras. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see the succubi with the wings like with hands, like people. You know what I'm saying? That's dealing with the chi energy. The flow of the chi. It's dealing with chi. Also, the air is dealing with the lungs and is dealing with the heart. If you look at the lungs and go look at Baphomet, you know what I'm saying? You see that the wings or the wings of the angel or the wings of the Baphomet or whatever, you see that represents the lungs. You know what I'm saying? And the lungs is connecting to the heart chakra. You know what I'm saying? Connecting to the element of air. Also, the element of air is connected to the heart because you're breathing in, and that's the color of oxygen, is green. And the air is also dealing with removing obstacles when it comes to storms. It also deals with the breathing techniques. with, like I said, dealing with the lungs, the chi, and stuff like that. If you want to learn to harness that type of stuff, I'll recommend the Taoist arts and stuff like that, or anything on breathing techniques and anything on Luciferianism, because the Luciferian energy is correlated to the east, and that's symbolic as air. You know what I'm saying? In some cultures, it's fire, but it's all interchangeable. It's much deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? So don't get stuck on one. So you have the wind, like I said, the wind is dealing with air. You know what I'm saying? And when you use the magic wand with air, it's also symbolic of your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So it cuts through those old thought forms. But back to what I was. Air, that's what air is dealing with. And it's connected to Mercury, you know what I'm saying, which is the throat chakra, you know. And that's dealing with sound, because sound travels through air. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the air is dealing with. And you know the air can be hot, it can be cold, you know what I'm saying? So you're learning more attributes of it. You know. Next is house. Now you got the house. If you look at the way the house does, a house is stable. It stays in one spot. It has 4 foundations. 4 foundation. You know what I'm saying? 4 corners. You know what I'm saying? 4 corners. Just like the 4 corners of the black cube, or just like them gang members in Chicago called the 4 corner hustlers. You know what I'm saying? Or you got the what's the other 4 again? The Palo Mayambe. Palo. You got the 4 elements on each side. You got the 4 directions. You know, north, south, east, west, and the other 4 points. You know what I'm saying? North, east, northwest, southwest, southeast. You know what I'm saying? And if you get into the house, like I said, the house represents your body. You know what I'm saying? And it represents stability. You know, things that are structured, things that are meant to be built. And just like when things fall apart, you go back and you fix the house back up, because that's dealing with change. So that's what the house is dealing with, stability. And the house is connected to its Pipolato, and that she's the Aztec goddess of the dead. You know what I'm saying? She's associated with butterflies. You know, that's where they got Santa Morta from. The next glyph is a lizard. Okay, now lizard is symbolic of a dreamer, a person that dreams, but it also is symbolic because of the medulla oblongata, the brainstem. Okay, so you got the medulla oblongata, the brainstem, which is dealing with the Akashic records. It's called the lizard brain, the reptile brain, the primitive brain. That's the part of you that unlocks your survival instincts. So lizard is also a good survivor. It knows how to blend in its environment. It knows how to camouflage like a chameleon, you know. And like I said, back in prehistoric times, you had dinosaurs, if they were real. I think some of them were and some of them weren't. But by the end of the day, back in prehistoric times, you had the reptiles. So that's also the oldest part of the body. You know, no, not the oldest part of the body, because your heart tore away from your brain tore away from your heart, your brainstem. But it is the oldest part of you. Is your instinct. You know what I'm saying? It's your primal instinct. And like I said, a lizard knows how to blend in its environment. It knows how to move around. You know what I'm saying? If you want to learn more about this type of stuff, I would recommend a book. Damn, I don't even know what the fuck is that. See, when I want to recommend the shit, it's not there. Some bullshit. Dictionary of mythical animals. You know what I'm saying? They go into each animal, mythical ones and ones that's real, and what they symbolize. So, like I said, lizard is a survivor. You know what I'm saying? Next is the serpent. Now, the serpent, we know that's dealing with Kundalini. It's dealing with transformation. Also, lizard is too, because they both shed their skin. The serpent is dealing with Kundalini, is dealing with wisdom and transformation. You know, if you look at the snake, it coils itself around like a spiral. You know what I'm saying? And that's also symbolic for nature, the cycles of nature. Just like in this hemisphere, nature goes counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, it goes clockwise. Nature goes clockwise. You know, so that's how the energy rotates. Just like when you flush the toilet, counterclockwise. Tornado, counterclockwise. Hurricane, counterclockwise. But back to where it was with the snake. The snake is dealing with wisdom. Is talking about the kundalini that goes up the spine and it hits the pineal area. And sometimes some of y'all meditate into a room in silence, you might hear a hissing sound, like a sss type of sound or a ringing sound. That's actually the kundalini rising within you. And you start to see the colors. They look like fireworks or flashes of light moving around. You know what I'm saying? Like little tadpole looking things. But the serpent is dealing with wisdom. Okay? And I forgot to tell you the planets that they correlated to from my book that got destroyed. Alligator was Neptune. Damn, I forgot what fuck wind was, but I guess it has been a fucking while, man. Uranus, House of Saturn, Lizard is Jupiter. Serpent was the sun and the moon. Okay, so it's connected to the sun and the moon as well. And I have to look more into that, you know. It's not registering in my mind yet, you know what I'm saying? So far as the moon connection, I know with the seven deadly sin, envy is associated with the pineal, with Leviathan, you know what I'm saying? But it's a different type of envy. It's like a spiritual envy. It's not like physical stuff, but that's another story. I'll have to be another video. Next you have is death. Now everything has to die. For something to live, another thing has to die. We eat and kill plants or animals to live. Everything has predator and prey. And everything has its cycles. Everything dies, even material. Like this is not going to last forever. This is not going to last forever. I'm not going to last forever. This book is not going to last forever. Everything deteriorates. So death is dealing with transformation. And deterioration is not comfort. So death also takes you out the comfort zone. But in this aspect, death is dealing with Mars in this pantheon. In some pantheons, it's Pluto or it's Saturn. But like I said, you got to understand, you're dealing with a different culture. You know what I'm saying? And all this has a piece to the puzzle. So don't throw a death out with Saturn. Don't throw it out with Pluto. And don't throw it out with Mars. Use it. That means you could use death with more attributes. Why do you think when you see Santa Morta or you go into voodoo or different cultures with skulls, you see different colored skulls? They're not different colors for no reason. Those colors have a different meaning. So that's what death. Next you got deer. Okay, deer is a clean animal. That's what it is. It's a very clean animal. Almost anything a deer can eat, you can eat. You know what I'm saying? I see the deer eat onions. I went there, I eat them damn onions. You know what I'm saying? Well, I knew about onions before. But still, the plants I see it eats, I eat the same damn plants it's eating too. So the deer is dealing with cleansing. But also is a symbol for healing your traumas, because once again, that's another form of cleansing. And there's a daemon or a demon in the Daemon Tarot. It's called Furfur. Let me see, do I have it? I forgot the name of the brother that told me this, but he's done a real good fucking job with this, man. He did point something out with me and it did work. You know what I'm saying? Forgot the name of the brother on the channel. I lost his channel. You know what I'm saying? But the name is, damn, I don't even know where the fuck I have Furfur at, man. But Furfur, y'all just look up the demon Furfur, okay? But Furfur, nowhere to be fucking found. Ain't that a bitch? You know what I'm saying? Well, Furfur is a deer. You know what I'm saying? Is a deer type of demon, kind of look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or some shit. You know, just flying around. If you look at the Daemon Tarot, the Daemon Tarot, you can get it at Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, or probably, where did I get that shit from? I think I got it from Barnes & Noble. But you can get it off Amazon too. So like I said, Furfur, she does fuck up people's cars. Furfur is great working with that. You can also use Furfur, from my experience as well. Another thing is healing your emotions. Furfur is great with thunder magic. So, and here's a book on thunder magic. If you damn, I think I gave it to somebody. Damn, man. Well, fuck it, man. Fuck it. Sorry. It's a thunder magic book. Look it up on Amazon, and it has a yellow book. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck it was called. I forgot. You know. So that's what that's dealing with. Then we got the and like I said, there's in Native American mythology, there's something called Deer Woman, and she's associated with fertility. She's connected to the Siguapa. She's also connected to the Succubi. She's connected to the Prishka in Persia. The Siguapa is in, I forgot, Dominican mythology. It's also in Brazil too. And you got the one called the Succubus. We know that's from the medieval ages. And the Lulitu, which is one of my favorites. That's connected with whatchamacallit, the wind as well. I forgot to mention another thing about wind. The wind, when you deal with the wind, like I said, it's dealing with the heart, and a good energy to work with. If you want to work with the wind, you can work with the harpies if you're into the darkness. So you can use the harpies. The harpies and the lulitu are one and the same. You know what I'm saying? They're really one and the same. Go and look into the mythology. There's a little differences, but they're really the same energy if you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? And there's a little bit differences. There is differences in energy. Like I said, the harpies kind of have a little vulture form, and Lulitu has an owl form. But you'll see where they got that shit from. The Greeks got that shit from the Babylonians, or probably was passed down. I ain't gonna say they stole it, but probably did. I don't know. But by in the day, that's a great energy to work with if you want to work with the element of air, and the Lulitu if you want to work with the sexual aspect of air as well. Next we have is on this list is the rabbit. Okay, now if you look at the rabbit's ears, it splits into two, like the brainstem. You know what I'm saying? And it's also connected to the moon. Zachil, the moon goddess out of the Mayan mythology, and also the rabbit's connected to Venus in this culture, in the Aztec culture. So the moon, but also connected to Venus as well. And like I say, the rabbit is a sexual energy. It's dealing with the brainstem, the fight, flight mechanisms, and there's more things I gotta learn about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it on that. You know what I'm saying? Water. Water. Now, if you deal with water, the element of water, water could take form. You can say positive things over water. You can say negative things over water, and it will have effect even your food. Water is the weakest, is the softest element, but it's the strongest element. It could break down a rock and change it back into. It could break down a mountain and change it back into a rock. Water is the oldest, one of the oldest things on this planet, or probably the oldest thing on this fucking planet, is water. You know what I'm saying? And that's people talk about vegetables and certain stuff. Really, this is what gets you into the spirit realm. This baby right here. This is the portal right here. You drink this bad boy. It'll break it down. It'll take you to that spiritual realm. You gotta meditate. You gotta drink a lot of water, man, and go within. And you can use water to clean your stream and stuff like that. But water is also in the body, and it flows through you. Okay. Next we have is a dog. The dog is dealing with protection. You know what I'm saying? It can smell things that other people can't smell. You know what I'm saying? It's also the guide to the underworld. Anubis. Anubis in Kemetic mythology, or Timerian mythology, or Egyptian mythology, whatever fucking word y'all want to go through. Then also Cerberus is another form of Anubis. It's a Greek form of Anubis. You know what I'm saying? The same energy. So you could really use the dog as a symbol for protection, but also a guide to the underworld. So it's also like a legba for the subconscious, for you to tap in. You know what I'm saying? And basically that's what I use it for. I don't know what the fuck it will do for y'all, but y'all can just try it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just explaining these to the best I can. I haven't studied this in a long ass time because I've been working up on the shit, and I forgot to tell y'all about this shit. So I'm doing it now. I forgot the science on the fucking rabbit, man. It's fucking bad, bro. Next is the monkey. Oh yeah, and he's associated with Mercury, the dog. The water is associated with Mercury in this pantheon. Monkey, monkey's connected to Venus. Okay, the monkey is a creative energy and it's very chaotic. You know what I'm saying? The monkey is highly intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Than most of the other animals. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at a monkey, is always cheerful. It could be aggressive. It just is symbolizing chaos. It's a creative energy. It deals with creativity. You know what I'm saying? And it's dealing with that childlike spirit. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you was a kid, you used to go and tear up shit or you used to go and do random stuff, you know what I'm saying? And explore things. The monkey is a symbol of chaos and creativity. You know what I'm saying? And you in energy that I work with it, it's called the devil monkeys. It's a cryptid, but I use it as a symbol. Like I said, even if this thing wasn't really physical walking around, it still is a symbol of mythology that you can use. And remember, the monkey's connected to Tahuti, the baboon and stuff like that, and is also connected to Hanuman. Next is grass. Okay, now the grass, if you chop down the grass, what does it do? It rises back up. So it's a symbol of willpower. It's a symbol of strong will or intuition. Something that can't be broken. You could cut the grass, it grows back. You burn the grass, it grows back. You fuck around and put concrete on the grass and you don't take care of that shit years later, that shit's going to crumble and the grass is still going to rise. So it represents intuition, but it also is a symbol for grounding and is connected to your hair. And it's dealing with the element of earth. You know, and you walk on the grass, you can ground yourself. You know what I'm saying? And if you eat grass, I will eat small amounts, but really, they say your body can't digest that shit. You can digest it, you just have to cook it for a long fucking time. I don't think anybody want to wait 8 or 10 hours to fucking cook something, especially if it don't taste good. But by the end of the day, grass also deals with psychic abilities as well. You know what I'm saying? And it deals with visions, you know. That's just from my own experience, but you could try it. Next is reed. Now, I know something in mythology called the manicore, and it is associated with reeds. Okay, and the reed is the number 13 on the Aztec calendar. And what I learned about reeds, they grow fast and they take over shit, bro. They really do. I can see why they put that as Mars. Because that shit be taking over other fucking plants in my backyard and be fucking up other plants. But by the end of the day, it seems to be like a war type energy. There's much deeper things in that, but I don't really know that much about reeds. So that's all I can say, you know. I'm still studying that shit. Jaguar, okay? Jaguar, which is the sign I was under, but I'm not one sign. I travel through all the signs in the Aztec calendar, and I travel through all the signs in the zodiac. I'm becoming a sun, not just one sign, because that the signs represents something how you got here through reincarnation. You know what I'm saying? But once again, because you got 12. You know what I'm saying? And what's at the back of the head? Medulla oblongata. That's how you got here. That's the symbol of the dolph. You go back through the dolph through here. You know what I'm saying? I can show you this. Okay? And there's other people that talked about it. But I'm gonna show you from how did I figure this shit out. But I'll get into that later. So you got Jaguar. It's associated with the black sun, the blood moon, and the underworld. And is also associated with the night sky. The spots of the Jaguar is actually the spots of the night sky. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at the Tizatato, I think it was, or was it damn, I forgot the name of that fucking Jaguar deity. Tezcatlipoca or some shit like that. And he's associated with witchcraft and sorcery, you know. But the Jaguar has the strongest bite in the out of all the animals. You know what I'm saying? And it's dealing with sexual energy as well. You know what I'm saying? To let you know that too, because you got the dots moving around. And the other aspect would be the tiger. It'll have the lines. So that's the circle and the dot. No, the lines, zeros and ones, basically. Next is the eagle. The eagle is connected, kind of similar to Horus or Heru, but this one's a symbol for Jupiter on this one. And it could fly high and it could see from a very far distance. So it represents seeing things in the future before other people and seeing things in the past. So it symbolizes, well, I can put it in words, stronger vision or spiritual vision. You know what I'm saying? But there's much deeper meaning to the eagle, like I said. This is just my understanding from observing it. Next is the movement. Now, movement is dealing with vibration and is dealing with the arms and the legs. Okay? It deals with the arms and the legs. Okay? And everything is dealing with movement. And it's connected to the throat, too. You got that 5. You know what I'm saying? That 5, just like in Mercury. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the limbs. And Mercury rules the limbs. And also, with movement, oh, damn, I skipped vulture, really? You fucking kidding me, really? But movement is dealing more with the movement, dealing with vibration. Everything's made up of atoms and molecules. These colors that we wear have vibration. That's what movement's dealing with. Vultures, what vultures do, which was after eagle. But vultures, what a vulture does, it cleanses its environment. It eats things that's dead. So if it's eating things that's dead, it's cleaning things out of nature. So it's a symbol of cleansing. That's what the vulture represents. Purification. And next was movement. Like I said, movement is dealing with vibrations. Next is flint. Okay. I think that's dealing with sex because if you stab a flint into something, like into a wall or something, it'll make a wound. And the flint is also the phallus. So it's a sexual energy. That's what the flint's dealing with. Movement was actually Uranus. That's what it was dealing with. And we know Uranus is dealing with unexpected change. Movements, like I said, never stay stagnant. Next is, like I said, flint's dealing with sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's dealing with. The phallic and the womb. Next is rain. Rain represents ideas. And it also represents growth. Because when the rain comes down, it allows things to grow. But also, things bloom and new things rise. So it's a symbol of ideas. That's what the rain represents. And if you want to deal with rain magic, I recommend this bad boy right here. The Serpent Shekinah. So if you work with this energy right here, the Serpent Shekinah, it'll you will activate the energy within you to make it rain. It might have a 2-day delay or a 1-day delay. But I promise you, it won't go no more than 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And not saying you're controlling the weather, you're manipulating the weather. You're manipulating the energies that's around the environment. So if your ass stays somewhere in Antarctica or fucking Sahara Desert, don't try no rain ritual. You could try it, but I don't think that's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna fucking work. You have to go to an environment where the moisture, where it does rain. You get what I'm saying? It's like you using the desert energy and you're in the middle of the fucking Pacific Ocean. You know what I'm saying? So it's not controlling the weather, it's manipulating the weather. You can make it rain, you can manipulate the weather. Controlling the weather is different. You know what I'm saying? Controlling is, let's say I'm in the Sahara Desert and I make it snow. You know what I'm saying? That's controlling the fucking weather. You know what I'm saying? And you can make it do any time that you want to do it. We doing rituals and stuff, we manipulating the weather. There's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? But we can manipulate the weather, just like Heart does. Or even better. Just work with these energies. But by the end of the day, that's what rain deals with, and it's connected to Pluto. Last but not least, we got flower. And when the sun shines into a flower, what does it do? It blooms. When the sun sets, it goes to sleep. So life and death is a symbol of resurrection, just like the lotus flower. And is also, I think that's also connected to Osiris too. But that's what that's dealing with. And we know Pluto's dealing with the underworld, you know. But there's much more heavier things to this. As 13 days, and I'm not gonna say a week, but strong, 13 strong days. You know what I'm saying? I learned that from somebody, but I can't say his name. And it goes to 1. So this is how this calendar operates, and you can use these energies. Those some I didn't really explain as good as I could. You know what I'm saying? So I would say I apologize if I didn't give you as much as information I could, because I was really heavy on this shit. I just started working with other shit. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm working with the Daemon Tarot and the Elementals and the Ruins. So I will have to get back into my Aztec shit. And this shit is called the Aztec Codex. And I'll recommend this for anybody that's into this. Very, very interesting stuff. They do have an interpretation on here. You could look at interpretation, but when you look at these glyphs and symbols, this stuff is very heavy, and they have its own symbology in it. I will go and show you some of these pages up in here. So I'll just show you a little bit of it. You got to do it from the back. So when you get it from the you open it from the back. You know what I'm saying? And you have all these symbols right here. So it's going to give you one, and this is the 4 Scotty Potas. Red is Scotty Pota, the west, the yellow Scotty Pota, the east, the white Scotty Pota, the north, the south Scotty Pota, black. And this is the underworld, Aztec underworld. This is a sigil for it. If y'all can see that shit. Damn, man. There we go. Man, I don't know, man. These fucking phones and this bitch ass technology. Like that, there we go. Damn, man, I'm trying to figure out how can y'all see this shit, but fuck these phones, man. Oh well, I'll see y'all.